again.
Round two. Let's go.
Round two. Right?
Welcome back. Officially this time. Hello,
Yes.
check 1, 2, Facebook. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, we hear you. I'm getting like feedback though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is strange.
I don't know. Hello?
Do you hear it now?
No.
Okay.
No. It's gone.
Okay.
Hey! Virtual voices.
Welcome, Virtual Voices Familia. We've had quite the week. As I said before, I'm ready to hear some art, to hear some experience some hearings. I don't know. Let's just do it to it. I'm ready to go.
Here for it.
It's like after a long week of work for me, like Virtual Voices is like such a release. Like,
isn't it? I know.
I'm ready to hear and cry and laugh. Let's do it.
Let's do it. I know you got the rules and regulations, so let's get through that. And then we could get this party started.
Okay. So that is my co-hostess, J Rose, because you already know. And my name is Leah V in the place to be. You're joining us on this delicious Friday evening at Virtual Voices, and we're gonna get into the Virtual Voices rules and regulations. Jay, you like say it better than me now. Anyway, first rule is, of course, this is a safe space. Jay and I pride ourselves on the fact that we've created a community that allows all types of vulnerability, that allows all types of people, shapes, colors, sizes, you name it, we've had it. This is a pro-LGBTQ space. This is a pro-BLM space. This is a pro all the letters of the alphabet space. And we ain't got no space for hate speech. So if you come through with that negativity, Jay will take the Apollo cane and just roll you right on out of there with the quickness. Moving on. We've got 5 minutes per performer. Now, 5 minutes per performer does not mean you can only do one piece. If you're unsure of your remaining time, check with us, check your clock, start a timer. The reason we do this, the reason we do the 5 minute limit is so that we can have our round two at the end. We love our round two because it gives everybody a chance to come back. Some latecomers are able to join, and we get to all hear each other in another capacity that we didn't previously. And sometimes the later nights can be a little more, emotional and whatnot. I don't know where I'm getting that from, but just stick around and do the round two. So, and if you're unsure of your time, just check with us and we'll let you know if you have time for another. And if you don't have time for another, I think there's going to be time for another in round two. But this doesn't mean only one poem, only one joke, only one song. It means 5 minutes. So just ask us and we will let you know. Moving on. Make sure you follow one another because we got. What was that? We got. So J Rose puts this beautiful banner with each performer's names, as we have this one here, a banner at the bottom of the screen. And she has the performers' names, the social media handles. She has the Cash App, Venmos, all the different things that you need to network with your community here at Virtual Voices. So make sure you follow one another. We've lived such a difficult past year, and it's just really important that we stay strong community-wise as artists, that we continue to have each other's back as we navigate this even newer reality. And it appears that we will be navigating new realities for quite some time. So the one reality that we all have is social media. So let's get on that reality together and help one another. Moving on. So for performers, Eventbrite, check with us. Check your companies for quite some time. Oh, that's me. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Anyway. It was like Inception. Okay. So moving on, Eventbrite, those who register on Eventbrite will get first dibs. You can drop a mic in the comments to perform. We love to have you always in all ways. However, Eventbrite people will get first dibs.
Yes.
That is because they did it the long-term way, and because the donations on Eventbrite go straight to our featured poets, and it goes to this platform with all the fancy graphic stuff that Jay does for us, and everything in between, you know. So there was a time that Jay and I guess there still is a time. Jay's doing
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah, we're dabbling. But we used to make a little monies off of performing and hosting. So, you know, it's nice to donate to the best open mic in the game.
Yes.
Show the love. Moving on and on and on. For all those watching on Facebook and YouTube, make sure
yes, Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook. Make sure that you share this video. Make sure that you go to the Rose Garden Events page on Facebook and you click the share button under the live video. That way all your friends and family and your people can tune in. We have this great interactive audience here at Virtual Voices with the Facebook and YouTube community. People get to pop in and out throughout the night. We encourage you to tell us about the lines that you most resonated with, something that you loved about a performer. One of the best things about Virtual Voices is that it's actually virtual voices. So we managed to create this audience interaction, which is why we need you to share the video so that we can keep on interacting and all that good.
Ew.
Moving on, we're gonna keep moving and grooving. Make sure to stay close to the microphone.
Hello.
Such as if you are unsure of how you sound, just check with us. Just be like, hey, how do I sound? I'm guilty of not doing that, but I'm trying to get better.
How do I sound?
Yes. I mean, if we want to yin yang twins it up, we can do that. Ooh, poem idea, whispering poem. Somebody write that down. Okay.
Yes, noted.
So moving on. Donate. Oh, I already said that. Donate to the best open mic in the game, but it deserves saying thrice more if it needs to be. We appreciate all contributions. So do the artists. And you know, be kind, keep growing. We all we got, and you'll get used to some of the lingo here. We have like our frequent flyers who are frequent performers.
Yes.
Sometimes I refer to the newcomers as like cherry poppers or something like that.
You get real creative. I feel like you just
I don't know if that's fully a pro, but whatever. So, I have a poetic license. I do what I want. So yeah, that's all. And then there's the on deck thing that's Jay's job to explain.
Yeah, so we'll be calling people from the open mic list. If you are tuning in, did you say if you're tuning in, drop a mic? All right, cool. Yeah, so we'll be calling people up from the open mic list, and we like to give you a heads up. So what we'll say is we'll call you up to the mic, and then we'll say on deck is such and such. So when you hear your name is on deck, that just means get ready, get your poem, cue your music, test your stuff out, get ready because you are coming up after the next person. And that's basically it. We had a little technical mishap earlier, and we weren't streaming on time, but we were on time, but we just weren't streaming on time.
And I was actually on time, which doesn't always happen. It happened. It really doesn't happen often.
Buddy.
You should have seen us at our 1 year party show. Even then, I barely had my makeup done.
And we were there for hours.
We're in the crib. I don't know.
Listen, anyway, how it is. So yeah, let's welcome our backstagers. Their cameras are off. If you guys want to turn your cameras on so we can add you guys to the screen.
We want to see your beautiful faces.
Yes. Hey, wonderful people. Hi. Hey, look at Ambition the poet. Peace, Ambition. Peace.
Hey.
Congratulations. He just did a poetic play out in Jersey.
Oh my gosh, I was looking at the clips for that. That shit looks amazing.
Yes, it looked absolutely beautiful. Congratulations on that. So big shout out to Ambition. And he's also an alumni guest of the J Rose Experience. So
Is that what we call ourselves? So is that what I'm an alumni guest too?
You are like the vice president of this bitch. Like, what do you mean of the J Rose experience?
I'll take it.
She be holding it down. You don't even understand. My baby. Yeah, so shout out to Ambition, shout out to everybody that actually does hold it down. Y'all really are the best.
Love y'all.
So yeah, how are we gonna set this off? I have like something new that I wrote.
Let's do it. Sounds like somebody's got some new shit. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna read some old stuff. I could do that in a little bit though. So let's do.
So who we got coming up to bless the mic? To start off the open mic.
So Street Poet will start off the open mic. AC, you're on double diggity deck. And welcoming to the mic right now, I need you guys to put your hands together for Jay Roper, the one, the only. She's everybody's favorite poetry talk show host. The only poetry talk show host, and we love to see it. Put your hands together for Jay Rose, because you are.
I knew she wasn't gonna let that go. Yes, I had an emotional moment last week. What was it this week? I don't know. I announced our next destination for the next season of the J Rose Experience, which is in Tampa, and it was just like really surreal. Realizing like first how far the show has gone in just 4 seasons, and even like when we started, we started in New York, and then we went to Atlanta, we went to Philly, and we drove to those cities, and now we're like catching flights to go to to Tampa. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be like the Oprah of poetry, and then I put hashtag J Roper, and
that's it. That's all. That's it. It's all right. It's all right.
Leah V was like, that's it. Yes.
My favorite. That's better than the ones that I come up with. I love it tight. I didn't come up with it, but go ahead.
No, but I love it. So I'm gonna share this piece. I think I shared, like, I had started it, and I think I shared some of it last time. But I went on a retreat to the Catskills it was a writer's retreat, and I finished a poem there. So this is like the whole shebang right now. I don't even know if I'm gonna go any further with it. It's actually a very vulnerable piece, so it's not like one of those pieces that's easy to like just jump in and try to work on. I've been torn apart like the spine of a forbidden book, seeking refuge within hard covers so no one can read the trauma in my eyes. Stories that reside between the lines, ink weighing down on my chest, shortens my breath, and the pages begin to unbind. Who can be blamed for the narratives that broke me? Is it the men who walked away with chapters their illiterate hearts could never comprehend, or is it the validation I sought in them? Or maybe it was the pages left blank by my father's pride, knowing he chose to keep misery by his side instead of the love right before his eyes. When did the man I once idolized get written in as the antagonist I now visualize? His inherited silence passed on as generational curses, so I bound spells in these verses, writing my purpose in cursive, despite resentment casting shadows without light to make me feel worthless. But I still have purpose. My father's toxicity was his choice, the bed he made to lay in. So if I never hear him say he's proud of me, that's okay, because I still have purpose. For years, I watched my parents tear pages out of each other's spiral notebook, leaving behind those annoying pieces of paper that get stuck between the coils. You know, the ones that kept our family together. I just wanted to stop the pages from running out. But it was one manipulative paragraph after another, lies, alienation, infidelity, verbal abuse. I keep going, but what's the use? I never saw my parents truly love each other. Shit. They never even slept in the same room.
He's out there?
He's out here.
Phoenix.
That's my piece. Phoenix.
Woo! That was irony a little bit. But that was amazing. I was like, I had myself muted, but I was doing all the ad libs over there. Oh my god, it's just so good. It's so good.
Thank you.
I just like I feel the vulnerability.
I love you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's I don't normally I even write about stuff like that. You know, a lot of times I try to write things that are like more self-empowering. And even when I speak of like negative things, it's more like heartbreak and stuff like that. So I don't really address like my family in my writing too much. So
yeah, that's the first time I've ever heard you go there, but that's powerful and it's growth, it's growth. And you know what we be doing? We be flowing and growing.
That's what we do. We keep growing.
Yeah. That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, J Rose. Because you already know. Let's keep it moving and grooving on this enchanting Friday evening. We've got AC Lightning on deck, the 2020 graduate, but coming to the mic right now. Y'all put your hands together, the real ones and the virtual ones, for Street Poet.
Yay! Peace, peace, peace.
Appreciate it. J Rose, that was dope.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
My name's Street Poet. Basically, just like her, I like to write about self-empowering, liberation, education, unification, stuff like that. So I have this poem entitled All of Me. And it go like, I say, my realest intuition leave people in suspicion. I want y'all to know I should have invited everybody to my christening just to make them pay commission. See, I'm trying to gain tuition just so I can finish majoring in psychology. It's just something about learning how the mind works that truly embodies me. And it's my apologies for all those who I hurt. But see, for what it's worth, I'm going to work for their trust. And I'm going to earn their respect, but nevertheless, regardless of who I hurt, I got to live every day like I'm blessed because I'm worth it. And these scared little children, they deserve it. So every day I wake up, I must do something to impact mine and their purpose. I've seen so many life changes with different illusions. I've seen angels recruiting lost souls from the Judah movement. All these murdering sprees. My homegirl had 3 sons, but was raped by the one who planted the seed and his boy. I can't imagine these children's bad pat as they walk into their mother's lesbian lover's home. I'm sure their mind's gone as they thoughts roam. Make sure my children's straight. Them the last words she spoke. She called my homie up and I heard he was ready to go. Sad to say they died, but from what I heard, they ain't died long. Sad to say I cried, but I know that I ain't cried long. See, some stuff I just won't understand. She left behind a lover and 3 growing young men who are past grieving, now scheming. For 15, 12, and 9 years, they grew up watching mom get beat. And now mommy gone. Well, every day I gotta liberate her name, because at least they seen mommy go down swinging. What is life without cherishing a woman's upbringing? And it really amazes me the bravery that I see in the youth. Now I need all the adults to realize what they realize really what's the truth. See, youth, we've been down and out, we've been hurt. I'm trying not to go berserk. Now my young life lived a long times and I feel like problems getting worse. Lately, I've been feeling like I've been reaching my peak, man. And my first 48, them streets try to play me on the weekend. And people say they know me, but I just wait for them to show me. I wonder how she claims she loved me. I feel like she barely even know me. So many sins, many problems, so I just focus on my wins. I lost my son to the game. So can't nobody tell me that my faith not on Abraham. And the sum of my fam, I feel like I missed the king. I needed my brother to be able just to do some things. And I know money folded on me wrong, so I'm producing change. And to save a million souls, I tell you quick, you go ahead and shoot my brain. Because I'm captivated by my inner thought process. Now don't call me crazy. It just seemed like I'm enlightened by darkness. I took hurtful words and I made it into a perfect picture. Now a person in portrayal, I ain't gonna stunt, it really made me bitter. Now faith bounced me back from my brokenness though. But see, not everyone really find hope the same. Now people don't understand that a lot of my scars won't be healed. My smile conceals the times I thought I'd never make it. I was ignorant of life for real. I would have rather died than went through these stages. But blades in my back I have taken, and I created a shield that will save those from embracing certain frustrations that made it easy for Satan to cause one to hate another. Y'all be thinking, man, what did they do to us? See, we were born with love and joy as we deployed smiles of healing. So when did this start? And who played a part in causing us to be exposed by all these different feelings? It's like we went from, I'm happy. Man, life is great. Lord, how did we get here? To my soul dying. The family fake. Lord, how did I get here? It's like I'm lost in an illusion. So the only way we process through it is to create our own. So lost in my thoughts are wrong. And I won't let the image block my vision though. Thank you.
Woo!
Cool,
Yes.
Flames, hot fire. Thank you for sharing your truth with us.
Yes,
Wow.
I love these uplifting. Like that's what we gotta, put each other, lift each other up, man. It's important.
There were some bars on bars in there too. There were some bars on bars. I definitely do that again for us sometime because you know, when a poem is so good that like you keep hearing it over and over, you know you're gonna keep catching something.
Yeah.
They're some of the best kinds.
I know. That's why, like, when poets be like, "Oh, you heard this already," I'll be like, "I want to hear it again. I might have missed something." Like, throw it out.
I used to say that all the time. Like, but you guys heard this already. And then one day somebody came. I don't even know who, but one day somebody came up to me and was like, "When you listen to music, you don't listen to a song one time, right?" And I was like, no. And they're like, "Well, it's the same concept."
Well, if it's anybody in the Marietta, Atlanta area, I'm actually about to perform at Delray Diner in like 15 minutes. So.
Oh shoot! Okay,
guys, let's all teleport to Atlanta.
I know, right? Like that would be so dope.
I'm gonna have to keep that next time, but I'm definitely gonna watch all y'all for sure. I'm gonna keep watching.
Yeah. Tune in on the ride there. Tune in. Stick around.
Yes, for sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it moving and grooving.
We've got Elaine Nadal on deck, but blessing us on the mic right now, the one and only, the 2020 graduate, our frequent flyer. Put your hands together for AC Lightning.
AC.
She in the building.
Yo, what is up, guys? What is up, guys and gals? I'm over here looking fresh. Got my, recently got my new style, So, do y'all want to hear a new poem or a new song?
Damn.
I think I want to hear a new song.
Okie dokie.
We just heard.
We got 2 rounds, so you could do both tonight. Like,
oh yeah, that's true.
Because I want to hear both.
All right. Well, since I heard new song, I'ma cue up this song. Y'all can hear me clearly, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Hold up. So this is a brand new spanking song.
New shit.
This is a song for I guess for the time that we in right now. Very interesting time. So we're gonna get to it. So yeah.
Bet.
Go be an uplift so I can get through. Feeling real scared, but I know I got you. It's crazy out here, a lot of violence. I'm calling out to you so I can have some confidence. And you need the uplift, you need to get through. You need the uplift, what you gonna do? You feel like your hopes only faded away. Got me giving color in this whole world of gray. I walk down this road that looks uncertain. It feels so cold, I know what I'm doing. I hear people talking, some be criticizing. They talk about the Bible Bible say that is there written. The iron people say we go for a babe. This is a different century and a different time of day. There's no bed in the sky. Some of them don't believe. I try to show them that, but they too blind to see. It's the struggle. You try to downplay this. You think I'm real trouble. It is what it is. You try to be slick and you want me to quit, but God is so good to be. I had to be quit. A huge crowd don't care. Some of them pressing fears on me so that I could be so scared. I'm being taken down. I wanna get out of this. I'm calling out now. I'ma need an uplift. Gonna need an uplift so I can get through. Feeling real scared, but I know I got you. It's crazy out here. A lot of violence. I'm calling out to you so I can have some confidence. And you need an uplift. You need to get through. You need an uplift. What you gonna do? You feel like your hopes will be faded away. Gotta be giving color in this whole world of gray. I go at my own pace. I won't become red in the face. Society competes to be in first place. Give their cheese to be vice in the rap race. They go for that trap. They won't be coming back. This is the time that I gotta know my values, especially when this world's out to get you. It's hard being black while living in America. Black folks out here dealing with these obstacles. This world's so racist, they kill us by the dozen. It's cold out here, the hearts are so frozen. They wanna act like we're a bunch of animals. They trap us, they kill us, they bring all this pain. And all of their actions are causing all the damage. Folks get mad when they hear us complain. We're looking for hope, throw them prayers in the sky. They acting like Stevie, they blind to the lies. Gonna be the uplift so I can get through. Feeling real scared, but I know I got you. It's crazy out here, a lot of violence. I'm calling out to you so I can have some confidence. You need the uplift, you need to get through. You need the uplift, what you gonna do? You feel like your hopes will be faded away. Gotta be giving color in this whole world of gray. People really struggling, they're looking for answers. And people out work, they don't think it get better. This world was shut down, it was due to COVID. The fears are growing, people die real rapid. Still trying to figure how all this happened. And some don't think that COVID is real. This whole pandemic got other stuff popping. It's time to bring God so this world can heal. And beyond Taylor Killer never got indicted. It got women feeling like they're not protected. Black women, you are strong, continue to slay. Black men, you matter, you gratefully day. We all bathe the flesh, so we bleed the same. All God's creation, yet we wonderful day. We have some cloudy days and some darker nights, but God won't forsake us, we'll be alright. Go be an uplift so I can get through. Feeling real scared, but I know I got you. It's crazy out here, a lot of violence. I'm calling out to you so I can have some confidence. You need an uplift, you need to get through. You need an uplift, what you gonna do? You feeling like your hopes will be fading away. Gotta be giving color in this whole world of gray.
Woo!
Yes.
I think that's my favorite song that I've heard of yours.
I appreciate it.
I was like, I feel this in my soul.
This sounds like a real nice, like summer hip hop vibe. Like
Shoot. It sounded like I almost turned it to a summer song, but I was like, yo, let me do something serious. And I guess y'all just mentioned it, you know, cause y'all just mentioned it, so about like what's going on, stuff like that. I was just like, okay, yeah, let's talk about like what's been going on, stuff like that, just to uplift you guys. That the name of the song is called "Get Through." That's going to be available next week. That single is actually dropping next Friday. You know, 2 days after my birthday, but
so we got the exclusive. Okay.
Yeah.
Sneak peek. All right.
I'm glad y'all like it though. So, you know,
listen,
yeah.
I'm honored. Oh wait, your birthday is next Friday, you said?
Oh no, so the single drops May 14th. My birthday is actually this Wednesday.
Oh.
Your boy's grown up now. What's up?
A Taurus.
Uh-oh.
I love Taurus. My best friend is a Taurus. I'm going on vacation with her for her birthday next week.
Okay. Yeah. You're going to Miami, right?
No, I'm going. We're going to Tampa in June, but I'm leaving my laptop at home, guys. Like, listen, I don't ever travel without my laptop, even when I'm like going on vacation.
She's working and moving all the time.
Yeah, so I'm leaving the laptop at home.
That's almost like a deep. I don't want to say that's like a detox, but you retire for vacation.
It is. I need it. I spent too much time on this thing.
But I'm glad y'all liked it. Y'all can follow me like literally on there, the AC Lightning _ on Instagram. For those of you who watch on YouTube, y'all can subscribe to my YouTube channel, AC Lightning. And since your boy's birthday is this Wednesday, I don't normally push it, but I also got Cash App. If you want to give your little boy,
Hey.
my birthday but, and then everywhere else where I do music, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all that good stuff, AC Lightning. So
yes, give it up. Thank you, AC. Oh, look, our sister. She said just in time to see AC Lightning.
Hey, let's get it.
She's not here, but she's tuning in. Mi hermana.
You got a fan club here. You got a fan club.
Yeah, the Gonzalez woman love them some AC.
That's facts.
All right,
keep it going.
Yes, y'all, and we don't stop. We've got Illmatic Soul on Diggity Deck, but blessing the microphone right now. Put your hands together for Elaine the dog.
Hi.
Hi.
I am so excited to be here.
Yes, good to have you. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
We're chilling. We out here surviving.
We're Friday night feeling right.
Yes.
So I have 3 short poems that together make up like the whole story, I guess.
Ooh, I like that.
So I'll do it consecutively. The first one is A Dream, the second one Stay Silent, and the third is Beyond. She was making rice and stirring a pot of pollo guisado. Beautifully, meticulously, cariñosamente. I contemplated her. Smells good, right, mija? A plethora of flowers fall from the heavens, magenta, purple, blue, and silver. They descended gracefully, lelo, lelo, lai, lelo, lelo, lai, carrying me to a fertile land. I saw Jibarito delighting in the freshly cut grass. With a melody on his lips and hierbas in his tattered hands, he scattered the seeds with care. Magia. Mommy continued mixing, a sprinkling of water on my head. Warm, therapeutic, relajante. I closed my eyes, releasing awareness, but my peace was interrupted. She stopped stirring, and I awoke to an empty stove. No pollo guisado, no flowers, no song. Ay, no digas nada, que se caiga la lengua, no digas nada, se te caerá la lengua, no digas nada. It takes 4 generations to break a curse. Mother told sister she won't have kids because she's bad seed. Poor sister lost 5. 4 miscarriages and 1 stillborn. Stay still spell, bred by her giver, who begat it from her maker, who got it from his creator. Push the jinx away. Sister prayed. Mother thought her prayers were no good because they were either too soggy or too stale and missing some grit and bone, and flowers ain't gonna grow. She needs to pray harder. She needs to push more. But she's got a sincere heart, Mama. Push the jinx away. Mother said sister's got a dirty heart and she needs to make herself good. Drink these soapy suds, cleanse your tongue, purify your insides. That's gonna make her sick, Mama. Push the jinx away. Sister pushed stillborn baby. Baby never cried, sister often cries. Therapist told her to meditate, and she meditates in her cage for 4 minutes and 33 seconds. She's got the faith of a mustard seed and the hatred of a mountain.
Ooh. Yeah.
Lane.
I found the answers when the sky was layered in pink, lavender, and celestial blue. I am a medicine woman, though my breasts have never produced milk and my womb is barren. I'm not bad seed. My name has a face comprised of geometrical shapes and eighth notes. I am whole. I delight in the taste of strawberries before I slumber. The sweetness makes up a moon, and I dream of incredible things that I can make happen, despite being worn down by distorted figures and dismissed by pale caresses. My body heals. Our bodies heal on their own, with the help of others, with the love from beyond. Thank you.
Elaine. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. And such a sequence. That was wonderful.
Oh my gosh,
Thank
what
you.
a story. That was I love you started talking about the Spanish food. I was like, oh, okay, let's go.
Your voice and the Spanglish and then the
English. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Please stick around. We have a very small, intimate turnout right now, so there's definitely time to do more poetry for you, for all of you to like share more work. So yeah, please. What do we got going on? Okay, now on deck we got my homie Leah V. Wait, am I pointing in the right way? Yeah.
on my screen.
But coming to bless the mic is our good friend Illmatic Soul, one of our ones. Hey, please.
Hey,
Hello.
Welcome.
I appreciate it. I appreciate the introduction. I have 2 short poems. I'm just gonna get right to it.
They could be long poems. It's okay.
Okay. All right. Listen, I got you. I got.
We got time today.
This one is untitled. It's going through a process. I'm thinking of keeping it the way it is, but I don't know. The love that restricted the air to my brain, taking my breath away to run through fields of euphoria, was the love that gave me all I ever wanted. My screams were no longer caged underwater, fighting to be heard, strawberry-kissed phenomena. You gave me air to fly through the most remarkable horizons, and gave me more joy than the sunrise. And that's that.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh, Mama Gon's like that one.
Yes.
Thank you.
You definitely got to build on that. I like
yeah, that it's like I don't know.
I'm not ready for it to be over.
Yeah. I have to take time from it, but I probably will end up adding some more. Kind of putting stuff together with it. This one is called The Genesis of Love Language.
Jeez, girl.
My hands lay behind my head, sunk in a pillow. Wander through moments where touch was all we could give each other. Between screaming matches filled with words we never meant. We wanted infinity, wrapped fake gold around fingers that only wanted to love me, could not imagine attachment deeper than my own obstructions. Wrapped her arms around my body as if I were the only reason to love. She held the sun and moon high enough for them to be real. Tied a red ribbon to our end, hoping for another chance. Despite our tragedies, her love is the greatest language to ever define who I am.
Woo! Wow.
You got me and Mom feeling chills and emotions back here.
Ooh.
That was wonderful. And I mean,
I was calling by your government name. Like, that's how excited.
That's how you know she means it. But, I feel like the way you spoke those your words are always amazing, but the manner in which you spoke them, like, I felt that was amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for sharing your truth with us now and always. In all ways.
Always and forever.
That was great. Wow. That was that got me. I got chills.
Oh,
I'm like feeling things.
listen, I'm just gonna do it. Brianna.
Ah.
What you had me like?
She clutched her pearls.
Yes, I don't know. I'm like, you know what it is, because you started coming to Virtual Voices like over a year ago when we first started, and you've always been an amazing writer. And it's like as time progresses, I'm like I get to witness like all of you develop your craft, and it's just like every time I hear you perform. First of all, you always have a new poem. I don't think I've ever heard you.
Oh my God, yeah.
And
I do that intentionally.
I know you do. I know you do. I know that like when Nomadic Soul doesn't pull up is because she hasn't written anything new.
Yeah, pretty much. I gotta have at least 2 new poems before I do anything. So
she be going through her Virtual Voices hiatus and coming back with like a
and it comes back with like it's always every time it's always more
over here shedding tears and shit.
I love it. Thank you so much. Please stick around for some more.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know what that's saying. I don't know. He has something's going on with the Nintendo Switch. Hey Ray the Poetress, I hear you. I'm gonna send you the info. I saw your
Poetress. I like that.
I know, right? All right, so coming to bless the mic now, okay? Before we add in some more performers. All right, Phoenix. Sorry, he had to make sure I knew that he was eating Doritos. That's more important than me introducing.
It's very significant.
Wait, come here. I want you to introduce the next poet. Oh my God! I want you to introduce the next poet. Say, to the stage is Leo V.
Coming to the stage is Leo V.
Yay!
Thank you very much, Phoenix. Thank you very much.
I'm more excited about that. Come on, give me some excitement like a Disney commercial. Come on.
Wait, say it again. I don't remember.
Coming to the stage is Leah V. Come on. Come on. Do it excited.
Coming to the stage is Leah V. Yay!
That was amazing.
Thank you. Welcome. What you gonna bless us with now?
Look, Mom, you're in the picture. I'll move it this way.
Hey, Mama.
So years ago, I had this book. A few years ago, I had this book deal that fell through, and I've touched parts of that manuscript, but I haven't. There's a lot that I haven't touched and just left alone. I felt some type of way about it. But I was trying to find something old but new to do, something that you guys haven't heard. And I stumbled across some of these. So I think I'll do a couple. Surprisingly enough, they're not long poems. So I can do more than one, which is a rarity. If anybody knows me, you know that long poetry is my thing. So this piece is called CR. It's pretty short. Will I perpetually float through my life as though I contradict myself? Wide-eyed, glisten spilling from my mouth. Very well then, I contradict myself. Must I always parade through milliseconds as though fate was painted in iambic pentameter, in cursive, in lavender? Because that's a chair propped against musty mint wall. But I see a miracle, an actual and eternal ecstasy, armrests as fingerbone pillows, body cradles. And I see sighs, the roll of a neck, warm breath on the vacant space between earlobe and shoulder blade. When did tongue last taste that space? Doomed, I tell you. It's all one elongated sonnet, all of it. Piano keys and me, a clueless wonder amid clueless wonder. I suppose there are worse ways to navigate through mortality than chronic romanticism. So that was one, chronic romanticism.
Oh my gosh. That's the shortest poem I've ever heard you say.
I know. There's I got some short ones in here. So the basis of the poems, to give you a little background, is all about as a poet, we tend to find the beauty in the most average, right? And we romanticize everything. So that's what that is about. All right, I'll do a couple more short ones, things I never thought I'd say in this lifetime. Okay, this is an old little nice little lovey-dovey something or other.
Oh.
Also very short. Camus wrote, "In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. And that depth is 174 pages into an annotated Allende novel. Scribbles like string knit between the things I want to tell you and what yawns into length within me. And the winter reference here may be between my left and right hip bone, buckling like branches weighted with white. So there's depth in my hair, and there's the season of death along the center of my legs, and within me is an invincible summer. Oh, that's you. Inside, outside, then inside again and again. Let's discuss comic books as we condensate, perspire. You can be my solstice, against me as July. I can begin you like January. Delicious, delicious, regardless of red thermostat." So that was a little something. And I'll finish with this. What? Oh, Mom, you can't talk when I'm in the middle of performing. Sheesh. Okay, so, all right. So this is called Inferno. You with your steel interior, your obsessive physical expansion. What is it that those heavy weights replace? You with your ironic armor, which I believe has blossomed into a steady avoidance, comfort in what's familiar, comfort in new longitudes, that irresistible distance that trial has taught me time and time again to stop holding my exhales for. Keep that air tucked away. The buildup is reserved for 3 months from now, when you'll allow me entrance again. Entrance that includes an us as opposed to you versus I, which I receive all the time. I am your longest running nothing. Hold that title proudly with claws along your back, just light enough to not pierce. While our individual territories have always been ours alone, you've always fallen under a categorized home. I find peace amid your uncertainty, amid your diaphragm rising on top of me. Last time left me with less questions than last time. When your right-hand man can't fill you, am I not who you seep yourself into? Is it not me who's assessed you with ease, articulated you? Answers wash away with the peaking sun, the one that only rises outside of my window. I don't dare share your pillow. I wouldn't want to scare our sparseness away anyway. After all, it's my only consistency, sitting right outside of the inside of some type of fluctuating center. You hate when I ring the doorbell, but I do so anyway. And that was it for me. 3 short poems.
Yo, that was brand new. That first one was like the shortest I've ever heard you do a poem. The shortest.
It is possible. It is possible. I can write the short ones.
Yo.
No, because when I heard you finish, I was like, wait, that's it? Oh.
I know. So did Jay had the same reaction. You could hear it.
Yo, it's the shortest poem.
Wait,
Usually, like, this is...
Damn.
We have an intimate group here. I thought it was only fitting to, show some intimate Leah V up in the hizzy. So here we are.
Yo, you should do a chapbook and you should call it "The Shortest Poems You'll Ever Hear from Leah V."
Noted. What was our other idea too? The yin yang twin poem.
Oh gosh, I didn't even write it down.
I'm writing it down right now, along with whatever you just said. Thank you, Bill, for listening to me.
Our sister, she's obsessed with you. She said, "I'm obsessed with you." And Ray, the poetress, we see you, honey. You are actually coming up to the mic next. He said that those were really, really good. Yes, welcome guys, welcome. We see Ray. Let me bring them in. Hold on. Hey Ray. And we have Seon. Is it Say? I think it's Seon. I remember we met on Clubhouse. And he just pulled up to the miggity mic. So, what was
round
that?
two coming hot or extended round one.
That was exciting. All right. So yeah, let's welcome our next performer. Ray, are you ready to bless the mic here in Virtual Voices?
Yes, I am.
All right. Make sure you speak close to the mic so we can hear you. And give it up for Ray the poetry. Woo!
Hey everybody. Today I'm gonna do a poem that is actually dedicated to a friend of mine. So these are kind of like, I wrote two poems that are kind of like eulogies to a friend of mine who unfortunately 2 years ago on May the 9th ended his life. And
Aww.
May the 9th of this year, this Sunday, will mark 2 years since his death. And this is a poem I wrote, one of the poems I wrote dedicated to him. And it's called My Good Friend.
Mm-hmm.
My good friend, you were the kindest of the kind, and your voice was divine. My good friend, you could sing as sweet as the hummingbirds in the morning just before the sun rises. My good friend, you could still sing as the sun set, as smooth as a record player without a scratch. My good friend, you loved going to Dave and Buster's more than you loved me. My good friend, you had every Dave and Buster's outfit to date, which gave you more love and less hate. My good friend, your favorite Dave and Buster's game was Crossy Roads, and you could play it as good as the master of spades. My good friend, you could swim quicker than a jellyfish whenever you dived into the water. My good friend, you could swim into the deep end of the pool before I could lace up my swimming shoes. My good friend, you could shoot me with a water gun, which made me have more fun. My good friend, you love to eat from Royal Farms more than the people that hunt fish from ponds. My good friend, you love your love for Royal Farms inspired me to eat there more in memory of your charm. My good friend, you can eat Royal Farms several times a week without breaking a sweat from the bare heat. My good friend, whenever we wrestled, you wouldn't back down, which motivated me to stand my ground. My good friend, You had the heart of a lion when we wrestled more than a stuffed pig. My good friend. Whenever you wrestled anyone you whenever you wrestled anyone, you gave it your all, as if it was your last call. My good friend. Whenever you danced, you could light up a party because you had a good hearty. My good friend. Whenever we danced together, it felt as natural as the rain clouds. My good friend. Whenever we danced together, we changed the game so no one left feeling the same. My good friend. I felt like I couldn't make a sound. Whenever I felt like I couldn't make a sound, you came to my crown. My good friend. Whenever I was hurt, you never left my side. My good friend. If you were not gone, we would be singing the blues until dawn. My good friend. Every day I wake up, I can hear your voice from far away, but the travel the voice I cannot say. My good friend. You may be physically gone, but you are not gone from my heart because the memories that I share with you will never depart. Thank you.
Aww. Great.
I like that refrain.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
And I'm so sorry for your loss. And I'm grateful that you have an outlet to kind of write your way through, navigating through losing somebody in that way.
God knows that is important.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing.
That was beautiful. Yes. Thank you very, very much.
Hold on 1 second. I have to put myself on mute. My son wants to talk to me.
Okay. We are going to keep it moving and grooving. Thank you so much for what?
He's bugging out because he's watching YouTube and now he's watching virtual voices on the TV.
No, I'm watching the same thing that you're doing, the new one.
We got another viewer, guys.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Thank you. Oh gosh, please make sure you connect with our poets. We are putting their social medias on the bottom of the screen as they perform. So please make sure that you're following them and supporting them in those ways.
Expand the community.
Yes. So we have our next performer.
I want to see.
Oh my
Don't
God.
move.
He's doing experiments. When he wants to see if this appears on the TV. Anyway, I can't. This is what parenting is.
He's learning all about streaming.
Yeah, he's like, put this on. You know how there's a delay, right? There's like a 1
Yeah.
minute. So he's like probably bugging out. Anyway.
All righty. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. It's been a majestic, intimate Friday evening thus far. We got nothing but heat coming. I got nothing but heat coming for round 2, and we have a feature coming up later in the evening. We have Atlas on Diggity Deck, but blessing the microphone right now. Put your virtual and your real hands together for Say On the Poet.
Hey, peace.
Say On, where you at, Say On?
You could unmute yourself. Oh my gosh. Hold on. You close this door.
Say On, where you at, Say On?
Hey. You guys hearing me?
Yes, we hear you, my friend.
Okay, perfect. So I have a couple of pieces here. Just let me know. Just keep an eye on the clock for me. I will greatly appreciate it.
We got nothing but time.
You good. Do your thing.
Okay. So here goes. All right. I usually like when I do on Clubhouse, I usually like to give the title of the poem at the end. That way it doesn't front load any sort of thing for you guys. So let's go from here. You'll realize when you realize the mirror rarely tells the truth and often lies. When you realize that light photons are tiny phenoms bouncing back between, bouncing back to tell you what you think you see. When you realize you think, you think, you see. An up close past tense representation reflecting representations of what you think others see. When you realize the light bends the truth at the speed of light, and the looking glass has no eyes to look. When you realize and others' eyes are not what you used to see, that's when you realize you're realized. The name of that poem was Realize, as in real eyes.
Woo!
I got another one for you.
Keep them coming.
I missed the title. What was the title?
The title was Real Eyes.
Oh,
I wanted
okay.
to use the sound of the words real eyes when you're looking into a mirror, but also the realization of self.
Yes. Okay, awesome.
So that's what that one was about. And let's go on to another one. On to the next one. All right. So this one is a personal ditty. If anyone has heard me on Clubhouse, they might have heard this one. And if you haven't, I'm about to say it for you right now. I used to use the mirror to remind me of myself. Who I think I am was never who I was meant to be. A wannabe of another me that never existed. My skewed perceptions persist through resistance. Who I think I am was never who I want to be. I passionately kiss the mirror with no emotions. My skewed perceptions persist through resistance. Ugliness became and remained my dominant adjective. I passionately kiss the mirror with no emotion. To see my face, knowing it was never the face of society, ugliness became and remained my dominant adjective. And there was society itself etched in and on my face. To see my face, knowing it was never the face of society. Skin hides the emotional marks to showcase physical trauma. And there was society itself etched in and on my face. The messed up external view as seen by an introvert. Skin hides the emotional marks to showcase physical trauma. Flesh can be the only reason for drama, a biological torment, the messed up external view as seen by an introvert. Since makeup can't make up for the real and everyday pain. Flesh can be the only reason for drama, a biological torment.
Oh.
A biological torment.
Oh. Go ahead.
Biological torment. The messed up external view is seen by an introvert. Minutes will march on and time will heal itself if it's allowed to, since makeup can't make up for the real and everyday pain. Made up permanence makes temporary pain feel permanent. Minutes will march on and time will heal itself if it's allowed to. And there was society itself etched in and on my face. Make up, made up, Permanent makes temporary pain feel permanent. To see my face, knowing it was never the face of society. To see my face, knowing it was never the face of society. A wannabe of another me that never existed. And there was society itself. It was etched in and on my face. I used to use the mirror to remind me of myself. And now I confess. Poem.
Woo!
The name of that poem was Confessions of a Mirror.
Oh,
I love that.
I like that. I like how you wait till the end to share the title.
Yeah, that's very cool. Very different.
Yes, I like
So-
that a lot.
So both of those were unpublished.
Mhm.
And if I may, how am I doing on time?
We're gonna call up the next
Perfect.
performer. But if you have something that you want to promote, anything that you have going on, please do share.
Oh, absolutely. So right now I'm working on actually a new podcast. If people listen to podcasts like Poetry Off the Shelf by the Poetry Foundation and things like that, you'll kind of see where I'm coming from. It's going to be interview based. I have already reached out to Miss J Rose. So maybe she'll be able to lend her voice. That's definitely going to be a reason to subscribe. And I have a collection finished. It's going to be due out next year, and that will be Confessions of a Mirror. So I just read you the title track on that one, as it were.
That's dope.
And I do have a poetry book out right now called Psychedelic Mixtape, which is available where books are found. I'm not the hugest fan of the world of Amazon, but it's available on Amazon, and it's available at the lovely Barnes and Nobles. So you guys can go there. And also, if you are into haikus and mindfulness, my current podcast is called Haiku Vibes, where you can get 1-minute meditations, fits into everyone's schedule. You hear a haiku, you get a breathing exercise, you get some soothing sounds, and you hear my voice. So if you liked what you're hearing, then go on right ahead. And if you may be interested in this new brainchild podcast of mine, by all means, hit me up on the gram at Sion the Poet, all one word. And that's the end of my plug. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys for giving me the time.
Thank you, Sion the Poet.
Yes, and thank you for the invite. We met on Clubhouse, and we've stayed connected since then. So thanks for popping in and sharing your poetry and your soothing voice. Like, you don't often get a lot of guys that have such like calming voices. So that was like really ooh, I can see the meditation thing working with you doing your haikus. I like that.
Oh, that is so sweet, J Rose. I hope I don't put you to sleep when I interview you.
Oh no! It's just it's like relaxing, not like putting me to sleep. It just calms me down.
Much appreciated. Now I'll hang around.
Yeah, hang out. Listen to the rest of the performance. So up to the mic that we have coming up to the mic next. Oh my God, I'm like tongue twisted. We have our friend who has been joining us. He's on his way to being a frequent flyer up in Virtual Voices. We have our friend Atlas ready to bless the mic. I see you're on the road. Like, I thought at first you were driving, and then when I saw you reaching for stuff in the back seat, I was like, holy shit. I got nervous.
What's going on?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
We cannot hear you now.
We could hear you before.
Okay, now? Now?
We can hear you. So, Atlas, we can hear you better now, but if you don't mind, our feature just jumped into the room, and he's in the middle of celebrating his daughter's birthday. So I was trying to get him on before he has to go back and do family things. So if you don't mind hanging tight so we can have our feature come up, and then you can bless the mic. Is that okay? Thank you so much, Alice. I'm so sorry. I just saw him jump into the room, so I'm like, let's get him set up because he probably like snuck away from the family. They're probably all eating cake right now, and he's like hiding in like probably some room to do poetry. Peace, Moody. How are you?
Welcome.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'm trying to set my tripod up.
Yeah, no problem. Happy birthday to your daughter.
1 second. I think we good here. All right, can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yes, much better.
Good. Good.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to your daughter.
It's so crazy. Well, and I would definitely I would tell her it's so crazy when I booked it. I didn't think nothing about it, but it was like making plans and like, yeah, we gonna do this today. And like, what? Yeah, we'll go to the mall. I want us all to wear pajamas at the mall. I got on like pajama pants and people wearing t-shirts. So we were like a whole group of people in the mall with pajamas and t-shirts. I was like, okay, let me work this out. You know.
Listen, we're grateful. I know that you were gonna come on later on, but you managed to get away from the family for a few minutes. So
no problem. It worked out. Now I apologize. I misread. Well, I misread the thing. I thought I had like, okay, I come in at 10:30, fine. I looked at it again, like, oh, they done at 10:30. Oh shoot, yeah, let me get in early then. And
no, we appreciate it. Thank you so much, and thank you, Alice, for hanging tight, and letting us bring the feature up right now. So hey, Victorious, we see the comment. How you doing? So please, let's put your hands together. Please welcome our feature of the night, Moody Black. When I tell you this man is a whole effing movement on social media and just everywhere. He's out there. He's doing shows. He does workshops. He's just a whole vibe, and I'm super, super honored to have you featured on our platform. So thank you so much. Please, the mic is all yours. Do your thing, and welcome.
Man, first of all, thank y'all so much. I'm humbled. Thank y'all for having me. I really, really, really appreciate y'all. Once again, I do apologize. Usually I'm bow tied up, but I'm with the kiddos, but I wouldn't miss this for the world. And my kids, I give them credit. They were supportive. They understand it's the life I chose, so this comes with it, and I appreciate y'all patience. I understand trying to balance that thing, and I appreciate y'all working with me on that. Anyway, I'm Moody Black. I'm everywhere, every platform. Even I have stuff streaming on Spotify, Tidal, Google Play. But let's get into some poetry, all right? So, so I'm gonna share these pieces that I'm memorizing, but they're kind of near and dear to my heart because I'm really peeling more layers about who I am. So I'm really sharing and giving a piece of myself to you all. So here we go. Let's talk about some love, or maybe not so much of love, but here we go. This is called Aquatic Love. In one of my favorite movies, Pirates of the Caribbean, Davy Jones was a pirate who was in love with the sea goddess Calypso. And Calypso, one could say, is a metaphor for the ocean. When he finally came to dry land to meet her, she never showed up. But after all, she is the ocean, never still, beautiful, but ever-changing and sometimes harsh. As a result of his hurt, he cut out his heart from his chest, locked it in the chest, and hid the key. Funny what love make one do. I guess love is the ocean. And the ocean covers 75% of the earth. But when you hurt, that 75% of ocean that's inside of your body finds a way to come out. You only see constant tsunamis, even when the waters are still and calm. Something mystical about its depth, the way it flows, but you just don't know when it conjures up a perfect storm. You'll be convinced that there's something conniving in its currents, wickedness in its waves. It'll have you singing the deep blues, drowning in your sorrow. And when I think back of every time I dropped my anchor, settle in the sea, I end up being a wreck of a relationship, caught up in the Bermuda Triangle of trying too hard. And when I made every effort to do right, every woman I liked left, because love was my only religion. I ended up with a girlfriend who broke up with me because I wasn't a Christian. One girlfriend broke up with me because I wasn't a Muslim. Another left me because I wasn't a 5% of soul. The 75% of ocean that was inside of my body was just tears that hurricaned my heart. And I heard that Shakespeare once said that the whole world is a stage and everybody has to play their part. So I guess in this movie, I am Davy Jones. Because every time I come to settle on this dry land, I leave with a flood on my face. Funny how everybody make love sound so great. I used to wear those same rose-colored glasses. What do you do when you see that all the flags are red? When it's hard to see the warning signs, and every time I look, everything looks like a warning sign. However, we most times still scuba dive in. We romanticize how we're supposed to row our boats gently up streams with significant others. But me, I've cried enough rivers that have flooded the coral reefs of my beliefs. But I suppose that's just the way love goes. This ebb and flow of fantasy and frights, how there's a Titanic crashing on the iceberg where my heart used to be, a vessel ready to believe it could sail safely. But I swear, I want to talk about love till it's no longer my weakness. The Pisces in me want to wade in the water of its wisdom till it's everything I breathe with. I'm learning how to let go of all the times that we have kissed other beaches. I want to see if I can be the starfish in his eyes so he can see that I'm seasick in love. I want to be more than a monster without a heart, a captain without a crew of emotions on this flying Dutchman of distress, hoping that the tentacles of my beard can tell the ocean to come here to embrace me, baptize me with its waves, fill my body with 75% of a soulmate. I just want to feel its body of water. So Calypso, the ocean, love, help me believe in you again. That's that piece.
Oh my God. That was fire. The imagery in there is bananas.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all listening. Those who listen out there, thank you so much. I am Moody Black. You can follow me at IamMoodyBlack.com or Instagram, I am Moody Black, which is my handle for everything. And I'm gonna be real southern. It's my handle for everything. Everything. Twitter, IG, Facebook. Twitter, that's right. I am in the southern. Let me talk job interview for a minute. So if you follow me on social media, I'm sorry, I'm too South Carolina. So yeah, I'm on everything. I'm on everything, y'all. Check me out. Check me out. I'm country, y'all. I'm country, but I'm very conscious. All right. I tell people from South Carolina, like, it's South Carolina. Like, yeah, there's some intelligent people there, despite what they put on social media. Despite what's on the news. I don't represent the ignorant folk. It's some very enlightened folks here.
Listen, you good. You good.
All right. And real quick before I read the next poem, man, I dropped the album, hip hop album, last July. So the anniversary is coming up. My album's called Manifest. I would really appreciate y'all's support. The album is on Spotify, Tidal, Google Play, iTunes, Bandcamp. If you want to know more about Moody, check out my songs. And I've got a lot of critical acclaim from the album. This is not me talking. People say they love it. And it's manifest. It's self-explanatory. You got to speak what you want in life. You got to work hard for it, but you got to speak those things. You got to make a vision.
Yes.
And that's why I work hard for. I fight for that vision. And you can't tell me I ain't gonna make it. I'm gonna do this thing. And that's what I want everybody else to feel. So whatever y'all goal is out there, whatever your dream is, fight for it. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna give it a disclaimer. I guess not really a disclaimer. I'm gonna preface this poem. It's called Sweet Potato Pie. And which is my favorite dessert. Good. Oh, I love sweet potato pie. So y'all, out there listening, you want to get to Moody's heart. There wasn't lying. There wasn't lying about the way to a man's heart and stomach. I'm a slim dude, so I'm trying to gain some weight. So you give me some pie, I'm good. So this is sweet potato pie. To make I can't talk. To make sweet potato pie, you need 2 medium-sized sweet potatoes, butter, sugar, 2 large eggs, milk, vanilla extract, ground cinnamon, ground nutmeg, salt, and a pie shell. Now, I ain't never made no sweet potato pie, but I consider myself a connoisseur of the pie of the sweet potato. And every time my mama used to bake them, I do my best to sneak out and take them. but it's so amazing how anyone can make them. How some people have the recipe committed to memory. I guess that's why my mama make them so good. Because she always hold on to the memories. How she never let me forget about my mishaps, any bad decisions I've ever made, how I made her a grandma at an early age, and life for me ain't been no easy bake oven. But don't get it twisted. I own my mistakes or anything I ever did, but one thing I always done was love my mama. Every interview or award, when asked who inspired me, I would say my mama. But the day I had an opinion or disagreed or ended up looking too much like my daddy, our relationship was never the same. To her, I was crumbling the crust of this family confection. We would argue until it got too hot in the kitchen, temperature always rising. However, when it was time to cool off, she made sure I left with the blame. I always thought that two mature adults can agree to disagree and still leave the conversation with other mittens of love, but I just wonder if that's just it. It seemed like she never saw me as a mature adult. And most times, she will remind me that she is the parent and I am the child. Honestly, I don't know what's cooking in her brain because sometimes I don't think mama too much like me. And I learned through her that you can love someone, but you ain't got to like them. I don't know if it's because I used to be too broke to shower my mom with gifts like other sons, but no matter how you slice it, I just don't seem to make the cut with her. Maybe because of the mental illness that runs in my family. Maybe she still feels that I'm not completely in the pie pan. She once told me that with all the craziness I created for myself, she don't see how I haven't lost it yet. But I always tell her that I just fight to show the world what I'm made of. But to her, I still don't have the right ingredients. That I'm always one egg short. That I've gone to nutmeg without grinding my cinnamon. Sometimes I wish we could just start from scratch. She refused to even take my calls, y'all. I leave funny voice messages in hopes to butter her up. But mama just rather be salty. For a birthday, I put $100 in a card. And all she said was, "Oh, you working now?" I don't know if she failed as a parent, or if I failed as a person, or if I failed as both a person and a parent, but as a parent that I'm no longer a sweet potato in her eye. And I swear, I want to finish this poem with a happy ending, but I just don't know. I'm still looking inside the oven, hoping we can get things back on the right rack. Not sure how much we got left on the timer. Maybe, y'all, maybe a pie is just not done cooking yet.
That was incredible. Wow.
My heart.
My
I
mama
appreciate
like
y'all.
I
I
feel
appreciate
that.
y'all bearing with me, man. I appreciate y'all bearing, hanging there with me, y'all. I appreciate that, man. This is just my life. And that's just my second edit. I used to do 3 edits, so I got one more edit with that poem. But I'm glad y'all like it. You know how we are as artists, man. The poem's never done. I like it, but I need one more thing.
Never satisfied.
Yeah, so that's how that is, man. I got a few more pieces I'm gonna get out y'all hair. Those who listen, thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all, and y'all appreciate y'all patience. I'm sitting here outside. We at the mall. My kids want to go to the mall.
I'm done. He hit in the mall.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, look here.
That's like the tile background.
Yes, we ordered. They were like, hey, let's order food for the cheesecake factory. Okay, take 30 minutes. Bet. I set up my tripod out here. I'm sitting on the ground, and JCPenney is closed, so I'm like in front of their doors. I'm like, hey. I live this, baby. I live this.
You are the MVP.
I wasn't gonna miss y'all. Y'all gave me an opportunity. I wasn't gonna miss this. No, not at all. All right, so let's I'm gonna give y'all an option. I got 2 points left. I'm gonna give y'all an option which one you want me to do first. Do y'all want me to go socially political first or go funny? Or say funny for last, or do social?
Yeah, save the funny for last. Let's get
Okay.
let's
All right.
get
All right.
to
All right.
it.
All right. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. So this is I have a video on my YouTube channel, which, by the way, if y'all go to my Instagram, excuse me, click the link in the bio as my YouTube. I would love for y'all to subscribe to my channel. I got some pretty cool content. I've been filming a lot of stuff on my own, so I'm really get my Spike Lee on. So I would love for y'all to check my video, see my evolution. You know, I started out okay, but I'm getting better. I'm getting there. But I have one of my poetry videos is on there. It's called Jokers, and it's triple K in the middle for Jokers. So you see where I'm going with this. All right, y'all.
Yes.
So.
He's giving away. He's up to something.
I'm sorry. I know nothing's funny. See, I have a condition. I have psychopathic laughter. And for me, it's something I can't control. I mean, why cry over something that does not make sense? Like when James Harris Jackson, a white man, followed Timothy Kaufman, a 66-year-old black man, and stabbed him repeatedly with a sword. After turning himself in, he stated, "I was looking to get black men angry and scared to have them do reciprocal attacks to inspire white men to do the similar things." Isn't that crazy? Or like Emmett Till, at age 14, was accused of whistling at a white woman. When the lady's husband heard about it, him and his goons hunted him down, gouged out his eyes, shot him in the head and threw his body, tied to a cotton gin man fan, barbed wire, into the Tallahatchie River. Y'all wonder why we scared. We always knew that they killed black people no matter 14 or 66, and now I'm always smiling. Still considered second-class citizens. Still have to ask for civil liberties. Still told them that the past go, but the past got close to a 500-year chokehold on my people. It's the killing joke. I'm sorry. Nothing's funny. Nothing's funny. So I have a condition. I have psychopathic laughter. But for me, it's something I can't control. But it's funny how one race don't like another race because of how another race looks or thinks. Or they think we don't have the capabilities to think. They think we're expendable. It seems like they lost their minds. That's why we keep losing our Oscar Grants, Trayvon Martins, Sandra Bland's, Philando Castile, and still people are tired of hearing their names in a poem. But if you don't say their names, they done died twice. Isn't it funny? All the kiki when they killing us. It's a knee slapper when they slap us in the face. A hardy har when the black body hits the ground. It's just me. It's getting really crazy out there because there's no more Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. They made a suicide squad out of our Black Panthers. We're just hoping a dark night returns because there's always a death in the family, a sunset troubling the innocent because they keep promising us the dawn of a new day. Isn't that funny? America, we've been scared of young white males to grow up to wear white, cover up their faces, paint a smile with the blood of black folk, and kill for the fun of it. But America sympathize with those jokers as long as it's black people dying. It's a manslaughter of cracking up, a lynching of giggles. It's an assassination that'll leave you in stitches. They were dealing Ruth our will to live. I'm sorry, nothing's funny. I know nothing's funny. See, I have a condition. I have psychopathic laughter. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. And it seems whether we live or die is something we can't control. Isn't that funny? That's it.
That was a performance. Yes.
Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that. Thank
Theatrics.
y'all.
I'm here for the theatrics.
Amazing. Amazing.
Thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all once again. Hats off to you all for providing this platform for us artists. Thank y'all so much. Please continue to do that. We appreciate y'all, especially during these days and times in this pandemic. And I just really appreciate y'all. And I appreciate y'all patience, man, rocking with me. Just life happens, and we make it work, man. I knew to carry my stuff with me just in case. And fortunately, I got my tripod, my iPad. I got my iPad, and I brought me a grass of poems. I said, just in case, bring my poems with me. So
I
there we
love
go.
it.
Gotta keep the arsenal. Gotta keep the arsenal.
Oh yes. Because I really do this, y'all. And for those who don't know, I'm also a teaching artist. I teach kids and adults how to write, how to enjoy poetry, and I'm available for the summer. I will fly out there. You know, I'm even to the point. Just get me out there, y'all. I'll make it happen. So I will travel.
I love that.
I'm been hooking up with some art councils, and if any schools or summer camps going on, if you need a bro to come and make poetry fun, and I always offer the element of hip hop as well.
Yes.
Hire me. I'm for hire. This is what I do for a living. So I got to eat. I got to eat cheering. I got to eat cheering. We didn't stop. We say cheering. We didn't say children. We got to eat cheering. So yeah, I got to eat cheering. Now help a brother out, man. I got baby mamas after me. Help a brother out, man. I gotta take care of these children. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I also do comedy. I do have a comedy page. Y'all want to check it out? It's on IG, Moody Black Comic. I got skits and I make fun of my life. Cause you know, I gotta laugh to keep from crying sometimes.
Got to, yes.
So speaking of funny, we're gonna end on a positive note. This is my last piece, and thank y'all again for being patient. When I took being a teaching artist serious about 6 years ago, because we always knew some things, you know, a lot of times we just rewrite. But there's a lot of poet devices I had to brush myself up on. Like, wow, I forgot that's what that was. I really should have paid attention in school. Oh, wow, my God.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, of course, if I'm going to teach somebody cheering, I got to know these things. So I had to relearn. And one day I was like, you know what? I'm going to use all these terms. I'm going to make a poem. Y'all want to hear it? Here you go.
Yes.
So one day, I was hanging out in the hood, you know, on writer's block. Ran to my homie named Imagery, told me to be careful out here on these sheets. There are dark places, pitch black with the stench of fear, harsh words that are weigh heavy on your soul. Folk will poetry slam you out here. Score your poem lower than what it deserves. But I've been heard about those score creeps. So I stay ready. But he was like, nah, bro. They be looking for a sacrificial poet. Told me about a wordsmith a long time ago, went overtime with his stanzas, had too many rhyme schemes. That's when the judge threw the chapbook at him. To this day, he's still living with that time penalty. He kept saying, it's rough out here on these sheets. Whew. So I just felt like Imagery had some internal rhyme issues. So I went on down to Illusion Avenue. Folk there knew I was new to the scene. I guess the blank verse on my face was my Achilles heel. Ran into alliteration. He got to talking about some different things with the same letter. Said, hey, bro, bars don't belong here. Better be gone before these proverbial beats give you a beat down. So I dipped out. But the further I walked, I started seeing folk pull out their poetic devices. So I paused. Sesame. Didn't want to make the wrong moves, etc. Then I noticed that there was one couplet just staring at me, trigger fingers on the iambic pentameter out of nowhere. It's like it was a whole army of hyperbole. They had sawed off similes, looked long like a giraffe leg. It seemed like it was about to jump off. Everybody in their figurative language feelings, I felt vulnerable because I was on their literary terms. But haiku, he jumped out, accidentally bumped into Irony, and Irony didn't like haiku because he's always short with him. So a gang of puns started stressing haiku syllables. Haiku in the corner, he started yelling, y'all don't want problems. We can step outside right now. Easy bake oven. He didn't make no sense sounding all traditional, but Paradox screamed, he ain't no gangster. He nothing but a taker. He ain't never pop nothing. He ain't never bang. He ain't no onomatopoeia. That's when Metaphor had enough, because he be cup running over. He be gas tank full of bull semblance. He stood up. He called out to his squad, allegory! Mount up! We about to whoop his assonance. But Haiku used his poetic foot. Ran several meters. He didn't want no smoke, so he just refrained, always in the mix, repeating the same line. But it didn't matter because they started busting quatrains with a ballad of bullet points. It was a personification of pain, and I was like, this is enough. Why is there always a war with words? Use your poetic devices for good. We should feel safe out here in these sheets. Can we all just get along? Can't y'all see that it takes a villanelle to raise a conundrum? So let's put this thing together, y'all, and make one great poem. And that's that for you.
That was amazing.
Oh my God, that was so good.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm humbled and honored, y'all.
Boonie.
I don't know. I think I would want Allegory on my side. I'm just saying.
What? But, hey, because they deep, man. They deep.
I gotta say this real quick, man. Because hearing that last piece, I swear you was channeling Training Day, Denzel Washington, and Fences Denzel Washington.
I got cases on every one of y'all. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yes.
I mean, you want to write? You want to write? You want to go to Poetry Slam? Huh? You want to write? You want to go to Poetry Slam? You want to go to Poetry Slam? Huh? I'm telling you, man. They got zeros for you, man. You want Pine Box Heaven? You want zeros? Huh? Want zeros? Huh?
I know you be doing acting. You such a natural.
I'm a thespian. I'm a thespian as well. I do acting.
Yes,
and I do comedy. Man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all are awesome, man. I'm here for it.
Thank you. Let's give
it up one more time.
Right, thank you.
Our featured performer. If you guys didn't catch it, that was Moody Black. You can follow him. I am Moody Black everywhere.
On everything. On everything.
On everything. That's all. Mary had a little lamb.
That's right.
That was amazing. Wow, what a night.
What a set. Thank you so much, Moody. Please wish your daughter a happy birthday from all of us.
I will do that.
Tell her we're sorry and thank you for letting
us. They cool, man. They cool. They know they want to go to the cheesecake. They better support me so I can buy stuff like this.
There we go.
Hey, Cheesecake Factory ain't nothing to see. It ain't nothing to play with. But thank y'all so much for having me. I really appreciate y'all so much, man. I had a great time. Salute to all y'all in here supporting. Keep doing your thing. And I appreciate y'all. And check me out on every form of social media. I'm on everything.
Thank you. Thank
y'all so much.
One more time. That was our feature artist, Moody Black. What an honor to have him here. I'm gonna check you, slide into your DMs. I definitely have a lot to talk to you about. So
yes, let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yes.
Oh, real quick. Also, shout out to my Ain't Right Tribe. I host an open mic, midday open mic every day, Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to 3 o'clock. I have different hosts, but I started a whole platform called the Ain't Right Tribe. You know, we ain't right, but we still here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't perfect. That's what it means. We ain't perfect, but we evolving. You know what I'm saying? We ain't perfect, but we still here and we making our lives count. So every day we going at the Ain't Right Tribe on Instagram, every day, Monday through Friday. We have different things every day. So.
Ain't Right Tribe.
Yes.
IG Live, 1 to 3 o'clock Eastern Time, Monday through Friday.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to hop in. That's usually one of the time when I'm like running away from my son because he just came home from school. But
I understand.
But I definitely want to pop in. I want to pop in when you're hosting. So
I do the two. We have like a 1 to 2 o'clock slot and a 2 to 3. I'm usually the 2 to 3 slot. So yeah, you can catch me around 2 to 3. Yeah.
My son is being a kid. Thank you
Oh, I
so much,
understand.
Moody.
Thank y'all so much.
All right, guys, make sure y'all follow, y'all connect. There's
Yes,
so
connect
many
with me.
opportunities that come through this platform that give you access to other platforms. So that's what we're here for, and we appreciate that.
Yes, yes. Let's expand our network so we can expand our network.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
Love it, love it, love it.
All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Bye, Moody. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Peace out. Enjoy the rest of
Peace.
your daughter's birthday.
Will do. Will do.
All right, we're gonna keep it flowing and growing. It's been an absolutely majestic evening thus far. We have a couple heads, 3 heads on Diggity Deck, and then we're gonna get into round 2, lightning round 2. So the schedule is we're gonna have Atlas. After Atlas, it's gonna be Blue Flames the Poet. After Blue Flames the Poet, it's gonna be just DMC. So let's get right into it. Without further ado, put your hands together for, as Jay said, one of our newer frequent flyers, Sir Atlas.
Yes, thank you so much for being patient with us. We appreciate you. As you see, there was some, time sensitivity going on with the family with our feature. So, we appreciate you being patient. And where are you? Are you like driving to like another state? Because you've been driving around for a while, homie.
The whole show.
Yeah, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we hear you great.
I'm going from Louisiana to Florida.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
It's a 14-hour drive.
Holy cow. Wow.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I hope you have a safe trip, and I'm glad that you were able to tune in tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's extremely important for me to share, so I even bought like a portable internet hotspot.
Oh shit! Okay.
That's amazing.
I
was wondering why your quality was so good while you were on the road.
Yeah, so for anyone who's ever had a child, held a child, or been a child, so basically everyone, here it goes. This is if a baby could talk and explain itself. All right? All right. For all the mothers out there. Here it is. I'm sorry. I know you're tired, probably exhausted. Honestly, me too. But I just can't seem to stop crying. I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I have this insatiable hunger, but I don't have the strength or the ability to get what I need. I feel so helpless. So I cry. And even though I can barely see you, or the rest of the world for that matter, you're the only one around. So even though I don't really know you, I'm forced to trust you. So I cry. Please help me. It's so cold. This world gets so cold. And even though it seems like there's always someone close by, I still feel cold and alone. So I cry. It seems like a lot of people want to be around me when I'm happy, when I'm giggling, when I'm smiling. But when I'm sad, crying, or in pain, everyone leaves. So I cry. You're one of the few people that stay with me when I'm drenched in tears, and I am so grateful for that. I wish I could tell you how thankful I am for all the support you give me, but I don't know how to express the way I feel. I mean, sound is coming out of my mouth, but you never seem to understand what I'm trying to say. I'm sure that's really frustrating for you. So I cry. Please don't get angry. Don't walk away. When you do, I feel abandoned, lonely, afraid. And if I'm being honest, sometimes, even when nothing's wrong, I still miss the warmth of a human body. I still miss the connection of another human being. Sometimes I just want to be held. So I cry. Can you please help me understand? Where am I? There's so much going on that I don't understand. I'm so confused. Why am I constantly hurting? They say it's a part of life, that the pain is a part of growing, but why? Why does it have to hurt so bad and so often? And even when people come to help me, I don't know how to tell them where it hurts. I don't know how to tell them how to make the pain go away. They get frustrated. I get frustrated. And so I cry. I guess I guess I just need you and others to tell me it's okay, to tell me that you care. I just need to be reminded that I matter. And please stop getting so angry when I cry. I know there's so much you want me to learn and so much you want to teach me, but there's a chance I might be able to teach you just one thing. I know I'm new to this world. I mean, I just barely got here, right? And there's so much that you want to tell me, but there's this one thing I feel like I need to tell you. I feel like I should tell you before I forget, before the world forces me to forget, and sadly, before you try to forget. Here it is. Look, don't worry when I cry. Worry when I stop crying because it means I've given up. It means I've given up, that I don't think anyone will come to help me anyway. It means that I don't have any hope left of making the pain go away. When I stop crying, it means that I've come to believe that I have to spend my life alone. My silence would mean that I don't hunger for anything anymore. It would mean that I've accepted a cold and cruel world and no longer seek the warmth of friends or brighter days. My silence, when I stop crying, it means that I feel completely lost and afraid, but no longer seek understanding of the world or from the world. But for now, right now, while I still cry, I want to tell you that I love you. And I want to show you that I love you by doing the one thing that maybe no one else could. I want to show you that it's okay. It's okay to feel lost, afraid, lonely, confused. I show you that it's okay to want what feels so far from your reach. I want to tell you. I want to show you. I want to remind you that it's okay for you to need others the way I need you. So I cry. Thank you.
Woo! That was heavy.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
You had me looking at my son like, I'm sorry.
That was great. So it was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Yes, we had some
really
comments
profound.
here. Atlas is going all out right now.
Really profound.
Thank you. And I know that you have your email, right? Atlas at within or without.com. If you want to connect with him, that's where you can find him. And thank you so much. You sent in a message to the email a couple of weeks ago, and it was really sweet. Atlas he went out of his way to send a message and say how grateful he was for the platform and how great it is, and how he loved that we, have a space for creative people to just be themselves. So, thank you for voicing that. I love and appreciate reviews and stuff like that and feedback. So those of you watching and those of you that are here and have performed, please email us, give us feedback, let us know what you loved, let us know what you want to see next time. If you know someone that you want to see featured, or anything like that, just, we appreciate all that type of feedback. It always helps us develop this platform, and cater to you and what you guys want and what you're asking for. We want to try to keep you guys happy, right? So yeah, thanks so much, Atlas. That was dope. And I always appreciate you. Like I said, you're becoming a frequent flyer. So
you got a frequent flyer.
I think you got like one more virtual voices to pull up, and that's it. You officially like a member of the frequent flyers. Thank you. So now we have who we got coming up. We got our friend frequent flyer over here, Mr. Blue Flames Poet. On deck we have Just DMC. So Just DMC, get ready. If you have music or you have anything like that, make sure that you have yourself prepared, because you are coming up after the next person. Angie, I see you backstage. I'm gonna shoot you a message in the private chat so we can make sure we can add you in. But yeah, let's put our hands together and show some love to our friend Blue Flames.
Blue Flames above. Hello. Good to see you, my friend.
Feels good to be back.
Welcome.
Now I'm ready to hit y'all with another part 2. This is the part 2 to the Bar Heavy Symphonies. Maybe these days looking back, every part 2, 2 sides to the story, flip side of the coin, game or CD player disc, record player vinyl, VCR, radio, Walkman, cassette tape, that the B-sides have been the old talks in the new wave. Like flipping a switch on a dime in the game of heads and tails. With all these reminders for everyone else, for the sake of hope. I've been going at it with myself. Like I'm giving myself ransom notes. Like I'm in Wanda's shoes, suppressing the troubles of coping, only to admit that I'm not sure about the extent of my power though. Held hostage by me, that when I'm out of focus from being the living proof of lessons learned, but it's just my cataract vision, being distorted by my broken good intentions. The text in my words of translation is me being on autopilot like I'm resisting truth to control the lie. Creating the pocket world that I see in disbelief to star myself and cast others into the fantasy life. Like I'm trying to play God, with this power given to me was provided by him. So what's supposed to elevate me, all I'm really doing is denouncing him. The weight of my failures without supporting my own faith to be answered, collapsing under pressure. The ask is heavy to carry if I can't follow through. The journey from the Man on Moon trilogy to the long-awaited streaming series. From the self-sabotage to my enlightened awakening. So here's the thing. I've hinted at the major reason why I was so distant and isolated. I gave plenty of examples. But this one puts it above the rest. The way that it culminates these years in progress is because through poetry, music, and comics, the way those interests of mine and more that I could talk about with anybody else, between that, I'm tweaking my convos with the fam, thinking that they haven't really understood the way my brain operates. They only scratching the surface when it comes to my habits and mistakes, that I was always catering to their suspicions. It has become the routine now, that the more they know me, the less they know about everything. I don't share as often, so I react defensively and even silently till I vent a lone voice in my thoughts. I'm just feeding them apps instead of full course meals of content, because for me, I don't like to spoil it for them. I don't feel worthy of speaking these words when I'll just keep making it worse for us. For me, the damage was done. Excuse the potential mispronunciation. La vida. 2 voices to reassure the plea of fleeing love in the intoxicating euphoria of disappointment. Struggling to navigate the way back to what it once was. but the sober kind. Or maybe it's not in the cards anymore, which pops the question, can you let it go? It's like that was directed at me when I listened to it. I know the meaning behind it, but I had a different interpretation related to this situation, so I just keep it to myself to receive all these reminders, though it feels like I'm tortured. Like I'm alone again. The weekend breezing by in these after hours that I've been blinded by the lights in my darkest moments, saving my tears for another day. Sounds heartless of me. Trying so hard to escape from the escapism of leaving my adaption. Within the snow child fallout, being high off my lows till my lows touches on my own sanity. Until I bleed out the clutter of my psyche. Wanting to take care of doing right and kill everything just to be on hiatus for everybody to miss me. Making headlines when my return has been the motto that Lord knows my movements. Looking like a star, but only on camera. Only on camera, only on camera. So in the cut, I low-key been letting the good ones go for the sake of the crew love. Loyalty to business and pleasure. Then afterwards, I'm sleeping alone with my Marvin's Room interlude. Attitude towards the hate is over my dead body mood. While I'm on the ride to survive the masses embracing me or burying me alive. It's easy to say that OVO and that EXO is everything I believe in, but nah. Nah. I'm going Saba, hoping that someone will care for me. Yet I'm put off by the beggars that can't be choosers to determine my life moving forward from Mr. or Mrs. whoever. And when I'm looking at dead-end hip-hop, Blackie Speaks, Fantano, and then some for the rap and alternative music varieties, from E-Man to Charlie and in between for the film and TV categories, from Philip DeFranco to TD hip-hop media, to bring the news cycles into concentration camps. No, I ain't talking glorified swastikas. I'm talking about how I sensationalized my curiosity trifecta. At first, then I made up my mind with what works, but I gotta spare my time to think for myself and not consuming too much of the perks. Does it have to be my last resort? That depends on the balance I'm searching for. Nah, I don't actually mean popping the pills. I'm talking about with all that's available to me, I need to ease up on one to make up for the other. Gotta get back in tune with what's important, and that way I'll be caught up. And when I'm addressing the elephant in the room, this is coming from me, not what everybody assumes. Trust me. I can't express this enough. Though I have been at this point. So the extended clips to reel back the fishing lines in the pond, to draw traffic with the bait, red light, green light, 1, 2, 3 stages to go through performances conveying the task force with the heat, firing off to gain relief, emptying the cases of baggage to release, the dirty laundry being washed, but left hanging just to dry completely, the soaked exposure compared to the dry cleaning, the laundromat of hidden secrets would make someone even more guilty. The entity that inhabits the host body becomes its temporary property, a vessel to wreak havoc catching bodies. In its wake upon casualties, it follows anyone to hop from one to the other inside the lust transfer pass around desires. If I ain't careful, I'll be a victim to my success, a victim to my isolation, a victim to my responses and reactions on how I'm dealing with them. This being a part of my therapy sessions, I can't dismiss them. I could easily mystery ink pen in the bedrock of my feet, screaming Scooby-Dooby Yabba Dabba Doo to make my peace. That scheme might be weak. It can be corny, but I'm growing up still reaching the kid within me. I've been through hell and back, psychologically draining, physically gaining from the past to take my future steps in the presentation of recovery. The errors of my ways inside the art that perfection's the worst way to start. That if I'm wearing the mask, to transform into the Looney Tune Martian in the same room that got me in my feelings, ready to go manhunter without the league. But I'm one of God's children, an extraordinary gifted gentleman with ordinary human qualities, that even when I lose, I've been winning, holding my own in the fight to see the best that the world have to offer, and not short of the supporters, to boost up the promise of premises that reaches out to better understanding, meta amusement. The disclaimer to check those fields at the door. Sensitive topics, while it can still set someone off, no doubt. The reason remains that whether or not you agree with what's being said, it's okay. If we can laugh at ourselves, we can grow from that as well. I ain't ignoring, I'm just acknowledging.
Blue Flames.
Woo!
Doing it. You beat Leah V though. I'm gonna tell you. I thought Leah V had the record for the longest poem, but you, my friend, have taken the title.
There was taking the title. Speaking of titles, there were many a title in there that was quite the word.
All the references, the Scooby-Doo one had me laughing.
Scooby-Doo, Flintstones, because you know how I mix those two together.
Yeah,
those were the catchphrases.
And even like the red light, green light, I like that reference. That was cool.
Yes, that was Blue Flames, the poet. Thank you.
Give it up.
Always. Thank you as always. We are going to welcome Just DMC to the mic, and then we're gonna get into round two. So it's gonna be a lightning round two. So without further ado,
yes, lightning round two means short toms. And keep them under 3 minutes for round two. But let's finish up our round one.
Hello?
We have just yes, we hear you, Nate. We hear you.
You're not up here, Nate.
We're gonna call you. You're on deck, Nate. Okay, so get ready. But we're about to call up our next performer, who is Just DMC. Are you there, my guy?
Wait. I'm not ready. So, real quick. The audio. Is it gonna get feedback? Because there is a microphone, so I'm just like.
You sound good. What do you mean?
You sound fine. You want to test it out real quick?
Okay. Wait, go back. Do it from the beginning. I'm sorry. I'm here. We out here in Brooklyn tonight. Where my New Yorkers at? IG Live, people on IG, we here, we live tonight. Yeah. I heard the poets, wonderful words. I guess, go ahead. Let me see. We good?
Yeah, we hear you.
Sorry.
Of course, right there.
All right, let's go.
There you go. Oh, we gonna put on the whole show. Yes. This looks like a versus.
Yes, we got a show in the building.
Yeah, I thought a great show because y'all killing it tonight. So I feel lucky and honored to be here. This is my second time coming to a J Rose experience, so I'm happy to be here.
Welcome back.
Yes.
Wait, you gotta tell them though, like how long ago you met me, because I've been doing this for a minute, so let them know.
It was 2019 for me, and it was great then. And that's why I love the energy. I follow her on IG, so I see her posts, and I just, so I had to come back and,
Welcome. What you got for us tonight, Just?
I got a track. I actually dropped my latest single called Birth. It's actually streaming on all platforms. If y'all would like to go get it, follow me on social media at Just DMC. That's the letter DMC. So we're actually gonna go ahead and leave that going. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's go ahead. Yeah. Yeah. Come with me. Come on. Can you pull that video up for me? Okay. Hey, rock with me. Come with me. Come with me and be it. Come with me. Come with me and see it. Come with me. Come with me and achieve it. Come with me and dream it. Hey, come with me and be seen. Come with me and be seen. Come with me and be seen. Witness the birth of my legacy. Open eyes wide like bird view. Solid as they hold you. Moments last as long as codes do. Hot baby race sauce, throwback old school. Wanna be a leader, just will do. To victory, stories and cold brew. From beginning to end, console you. Fight justice every time. Roll through. Listen, don't panic. Let them cope too. Lost is something dark we all go through. Live in the moment, don't rush, shower through. Which means stop, dropping, believe in you.
Hey.
Come with me and be it. Come with me and see it.
Hey.
Come with me, achieve it. Come with me and dream it. Come with me and be seen. Come with me and be seen. Come with me and be seen. Witness the birth of my legacy. Realize you're more than what they say. Easy path, wrong left turn, down wrong way. Music gets me on right now today. Baby love is the reason I stay. Overcome more than you know, checkmate. Right comes with price tag attached to it. No more pain, change happen, I saw it. Tightrope walk, imagine, relive it. As you fight, expect return. Greatness is currency alone. Dreaming every night on my throne. Crown, dark brown, leads to own. Come with me and be it. Hey, come with me and see it. Hey, come with me, achieve it. Come with me and dream it. Hey, come with me and be seen. Come with me and be seen. Hey, come with me and be seen. Witness the birth of my legacy. Hey, come with me and be it. Come with me and see it. Yeah. Witness the birth of my legacy.
Hey. Yes.
Man, that's what we needed, a performance.
Look at that. He put on a whole.
Come at me.
Yo, wait, see. When you gonna collab with this dude?
Go ahead.
Right?
Hit me up. I'm ready.
Yo, because my man's right here had a message throughout that whole joint. You are known for doing that, my guy. Y'all gotta collab.
Is this the song that's out right now on all streaming platforms?
Correct. It is called Birth. It's out on all streaming platforms. Go get it, listen to it, download it, repeat, play, like.
Wait, is somebody smoking there? Or yeah, you got a smoke machine because
Bring on the theatrics here.
We lit, we live. We think about doing it all night, so it's an after party. Again, at Just DMC, follow me, like, I'm open to collabs. I'm ready whenever you are.
There it is. Make sure y'all follow and connect with this man. He pulled up with a whole versus setup. I love it. I'm here for it.
Thank you.
Yes,
so
thank
much.
you. Yo, I am hosting an in-person open mic May 25th at Star Bar in Brooklyn. If those of you that are in New York, pull up. All the advanced slots are taken, but I will have a few slots at the door. So just pull up if you're gonna come through. Come to another J Rose event.
J Rose experience.
I know they call it the experience. I love it.
Yeah, the J Roper experience.
Yeah.
You get a poem.
All right, let's call up our next performer. We have Nate, Poetically Nate, coming up to bless the mic. We're going to jump into a round 2 right after that. So everybody who is in the building, you have an opportunity to do another piece. or another song in the case of Just and DMC. But yes, let's put our hands together for Poetically Nate. Good evening.
What's
What's
good,
up?
y'all?
How are you?
How y'all doing tonight? My beautiful sisters of poetry. How y'all doing?
Aw, Nate, we love you, Nate.
Thank you, Nate.
I love you too, Leah. All right, I'm gonna come with this piece though. It's called Natural Selection. It's an erotic one though. I shouldn't say this for the erotic open mic, but I'm just gonna let it out.
Oh, Nate is gonna get sexy for us tonight. Holy shit.
This is basically a teaser.
It's called Natural Selection. So many beats I can make with my daily life right now. So now I'm back on the telephone like it was to do a dish away on the call for this sweet lady. Estimated by elevate and evaluate myself for this perfect love so I can come prepared for this phenomenal one. When I first see her, she was cultivating space for others, and somehow she caught my love and attention to her sultry stuff. My responsibility was to create the space for her heart to resonate with this special lady. So our hearts can be pure and sweet, so my heart will be set up for any trouble whatsoever, but I'll be doing anything for her love. It looks like she can take me for a funky ride with her Dominican self and ride her curvy ways through the elements. And during that time, I just air out all her dirty secrets. And she been wanting to tell me in order for her to get her out of this child. My love can be so delirious that she would never know that I was learning about her. So I figure her out to make it love to her and bring out her feelings. It got more freaky and freaky, so she may start telling me her secrets while I spoil on her body. So when I get connected with this person, I knew what I wanted. It's just to be so well loved. She took me on a trip to the self-published lifestyle, so I had to hand my heart off to her so she can understand me in all angles to get to know me. But everything I said, this is my natural selection. That was my piece. Thank you.
Okay.
Can I do another one?
Are you blushing, Nate? I think I see you blushing.
It's Nate after hours.
I love it. I love it. Please make sure y'all follow. He's an amazing poet and he's published. He has a book, so check it out.
It's called Lost and Wonder. I will send a link to y'all.
Yes, drop it in the comments. Put it in the Facebook.
You got one? I will be performing tomorrow in Bushwick and in the city. So I got 2 performances.
Oh, excuse
Ooh,
me.
he's out here.
Bouncing around. Okay,
So
I see you.
Yeah, so I'll be doing a little open mics.
I got 2.
I'm not featured, but I'm doing open mic.
That's fine. That's fine. Get out there. That's what we supposed to be doing as artists is getting out there. All right, let's keep it moving. We're gonna jump into this round 2. We're gonna get it popping with round 2. This is a lightning round. Remember, we so make your pieces short, 1 piece under 3 minutes. We would love and appreciate that. We're gonna call up AC Lightning to set it off for round 2. Then we have Elaine on deck. So get ready, Elaine. But what you got? I know you had 2 new pieces for us tonight. You did the song. So now you're gonna share the poem, right?
Yeah.
What we got?
Yes. Yeah, go get a poem.
I'm gonna hold you up to it. I'm waiting for it.
Although I'm gonna do the poll because I don't want no angry text coming from you.
I will text you. And I'll
Okay.
put angry emojis.
So I said it earlier. This Wednesday is my birthday, and this poem is only fitted to do. I have to do a little tweaking in here, but it's good enough to do whatever. It's a new poem. We're gonna get to it. And the poem is called Catch 23. You'll understand why as I do the poem. In my 23 years, I never thought this how my life would be. This world set on fire, and not having my dad here, this is different. My mind ponders on many things. I don't follow astrology. Folks act like a-holes hiding behind their zodiac signs. I want to be Superman who uplifts his Wonder Woman, give her corny compliments to get her blushing, while having little mini bees running around. I refuse to be a baby daddy to a woman who's not my wife. I've learned that not everyone is as tolerant as they claim to be. I disagree with you, have my opinion, now I'm your enemy. I serve my words straight shots like vodka. I don't cause a buzz, I cause commotion. I lost so-called friends over issues that couldn't be talked out. I've had problems with my speech. I came at folks to get my point across. I've gotten into fights. I barely had any friends. I was far off from any girl's radar. And when I got to high school, I thought I would get everything. The girl I loved, my career, being prom king. That's the difference between fantasies and realities, because none of my crushes like me. I wasn't prom king, and the only thing was consistent was this damn dream. I did poetry and hip-hop, wanted to impress a lot of people, but that led me nowhere. Nick Cannon taught me to go crazy with these bars like Drumline, to know your worth and add tax, because love don't cost a thing. And I know I'm the best. And forget any woman who's feeling a way about this. I'm a better top pick than some of your boyfriends. I blow out their flames because they can't hold a candle next to me. I've learned that some black people love to complain rather than make a change. We'll talk about bringing peace, but they don't practice what they preach. When folks don't like what I say, they want to use my religion against me, using Bible verses out of context. Think I'll just oblige because you think Christians are gullible. I do follow Philippians 4:13. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, except try me. Folks think that I'm Jigsaw, like I play games. Okay, I got a game you can play. I spy with my little eye that dude you messing with, he's a nice guy. And the folks in the room that's trying him, he gonna get his fist, fight his life on the line. And people in the room that's trying him, yeah, we shooting the 5. You don't like what I said, so you want to scrap now? Folks want to get mad. I could go buck wild. I'm not from this world. I'm a problem child. You don't want me to be a menace, but want to take this showdown? You got this locked dog trigger happy with dismissal? Oh, do we have a problem now? In these 23 years, this is the different shades of AC. You would think I'm a psycho for believing in hope because anybody can get their mercies renewed. As much as I want to be the bad guy and blast on everyone, I wouldn't be able to stomach it. I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve with pride, but it's time to be the anti-hero. Life could throw you some curveballs, but I could dribble like King James and soar in the sky like I'm Jordan. And I shouldn't care what anybody say. They're going to talk about me to the day I lay in my graves. These are my 23 years of lessons, 23 years of elevation and self-discovery, 23 years of blessings, and this is my 23 years of existence.
Ooh. How did that start off as a poem and just turn into like bars?
That's how I do. Like I said, birthday is Wednesday. You want to bless your boy with some money. My Cash App is literally AC Lightning, and most of y'all follow me on Instagram, but you know, Instagram,
just in case.
YouTube, AC
Listen,
Lightning.
People watch this afterwards. Sometimes they don't catch it live, but a lot of people tune in and catch the replay.
We actually get most of our views from reruns.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Numbers, yeah.
So yeah, follow me on Instagram, your AC Lightning _ and YouTube AC Lightning. So yeah.
Hey. Awesome. Thank you so much, AC. Let's keep this lightning round going. We've got We've got Elaine, and then Seon, are you coming back on? Seon. I'm like tongue twisted right now, but you are on deck, Seon the poet. So get yourself together. And let's welcome back Elaine. Thank you so much for hanging tight with us, girl. Appreciate it.
No problem. My poem is called More. I want a poet kind of love, carefully crafted, one that keeps falling, a love committed, ardent, and feverish to find and unveil, to drape in symbolism. I want a poet kind of love, frustrated and eager to give a heart with its trinkets and treasures, afflictions and pleasures. One that bleeds for growth and sows seeds that sinks to uplift and won't let go. Of the pen, of the words that come like a perennial stillness or ephemeral enchantment, a poet kind of love, in free verse or iambic pentameter, an ode for finding completion in the act of never really completing, for the captured moment regardless of how dreadful, because someone is there to share it with. And the moon and the stars are not enough, and the flowers and trees are not enough. The overwhelming feeling, the impetus to embrace that kind of love that aligns and breathes metaphors and similes, that grips and grapples for continuity, a flow, a progression of more stanzas yet to be written. Thank you.
Oh, I love that.
Yo, Elaine just be poeting like a listen.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That was wow. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes, you are the she was the most poeting poet of the night. She poeted more than we did.
All over the place. She was just poeting.
That was beautiful, Elaine. I love that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, make sure you guys follow, connect. Please build. It's really important that you got.
We all we got. Thank you, Elaine. We're gonna keep it moving and grooving. We've got Blue Flames on Diggity Deck, but blessing the mic right now. You guys put your hands together. Returning to the stage is Say on the Poet.
Hey!
We need a flex ball.
How's it going? How's it going, everyone?
Peace.
So I'm gonna have you guys visualize a little bit. This is a little more playful one from already published. This is a psychedelic mixtape poem, and what I want you guys to do is close your eyes and visualize when I read this one, and you get the title at the end, just like I did before. In a distant pink planet, on a magic mushroom ship, fueled by premium cow shit. Food cows ate, grass and fungus. On a magic mushroom ship, streets paved in littered gold. Food cows ate, grass and fungus. The close circle of life. Streets paved with literal gold, and everything sold is free. To close the circle of life, where death is uninvited, and everything sold is free. The real free market floats by, where death is uninvited, and candy is everywhere. The real free market floats by. People walk with mile-wide smiles, and candies everywhere, to look and to breathe in. People walk with mile-wide smiles, seeing me and purple trees, to look and breathe it in, until I tripped, and hit the ground. Seeing me and purple trees, fueled by premium cow shit, until I tripped and hit the ground in a distant pink planet. So that poem is called Pink Planet.
Hey, I was gonna guess that. Yes.
My mom loves your voice.
So
see, it's the calming, soothing voice.
For sure.
Oh, thank you so much.
I hope you guys were able to visualize that. That was a playful one. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, no, that was a lot of imagery in there, which I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the imagery always. So thank you. Make sure you guys connect. That's Sayon the Poet. He's got an upcoming podcast that he's launching. And it's gonna be dope. He invited me to be on it, so I cannot wait for that. But yes, connect.
Excited.
Who we got coming up now to bless the mic?
We've got in this lightning round 2, we've got Just DMC on Diggity Deck, but blessing the microphone right now. You know, he and I be competing sometimes. Y'all put your hands together for Blue Flames the Poet.
Hey!
Now, I actually have a piece that it was a couple years back, like 2-3 years back, but it's actually the perfect time for this weekend coming up right now because this piece is timeless, regardless of how old it is.
Okay.
And it's called Mother's Love. Hey, Mom, I gotta say this from the heart. I'm not just reading off of a screen. I'm literally speaking. That buying you a gift, while the thoughts count, defeats the purpose of the meaning. Hear me out, please. You're not only a mother, you're a friend when I need one. I don't always have to reach the outside for validation. When I got you who took care of me, you're an inspiration when I need it. I don't always need you two to be my motivation. You've bred talent and passed it down to me. You're a fighter when I need it. Doesn't matter how many battles you face. Even when it's your own life on the line, you'd fight for me. You'd go to jail for me. You'd die for me. Just so I can have a life to live, to be me. I know that at times, I give you a hard time. You only want what's best for me. And it seemed like I always deny because I'm trying so hard to show my independence that my pride got in the way. And I feel like a failure. But I don't want to admit it. All I ever wanted to do was show you that my headspace, my isolation, my therapy, my research was not for nothing. It gets harder to understand the longer I make our home the safety net. I want my vision to be realized and you'll get the message. I love you too much to draw a wedge, cause a scene, or act like you don't exist. I want you to hear my thoughts out loud so that way my clarity is primary. If I cry now, these are hurtful tears and joyful tears. A family that prays together stays together. And I don't want to have it any other way.
Aww. I love that. Thank you, Blue Flames. That was perfect. We needed some Mama's Day love.
Yes, that was beautiful. All right, let's keep it going. We don't got too much time for tonight, and I definitely want to bless y'all with a special poem for the end of the night.
How you gonna announce it before I gotta announce you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got excited.
I'm excited. Oh, I love you, Jay. Okay, let's keep it moving and grooving. Thank you.
Who we got on deck? We got on deck Poetically Nate. But coming to bless the mic right now, Just DMC, are you ready? I see you practicing with your like band or your crew. Like, what's good, Just? You put your baggie away.
Hello.
I don't think he can hear us. So let's go to Poetically Nate. I'm gonna shoot Just a message real quick. Let him know that we're waiting for him to do his
That sounds good to me. Let's get him back up here. Poetically
Nate, come bless us. Bless us with another piece. I'm going to unmute you. There you go.
All right. I am back.
Welcome back.
I'm going to give y'all one of the most sad piece.
Oh.
A little sad, but.
Oh, well, thank you for the warning.
Not a sad piece, but let me go back to my docs. It's more of a community. It's a community one, not a side one. I'm sorry. It's okay to course Yankee Stadium. Welcome to the borough where there's cheap prices, cute music, street shopping stores all around. Hey, we have the best shopping centers on the street, from the Bronx to where you can get half off and see the wallet in your pocket. Where I'm from, you can go home with a three-course meal for a pocket and still not go hungry for anything, such as Kennedy's, who give family meals for low prices. When you come to the Bronx, you're in the world hip hop and R&B that was made from the sidewalks and the rappers that was birthed from it since the days of art on subways and dancing in the backyards of the projects. In the summertime, you'll get the chance to meet Mr. Salty and for a treat and have whatever you like. In order to go to Westchester, you will have to pass through the Bronx, so you might as well shop beside the Florida Road on 149th to get your weekend outfit so you can look like $1 million with a pair of Jordans and get that sweet tooth of Krispy Kreme. Most common place in the Bronx, but like Destiny says, no more passing the Sioux because we got good culture, good music, and block parties and things that society's away and told why we are ready to free. The Yankee games are great, so I love them. But there's no need to run on Yankee Stadium. But it's okay to cross Yankee Stadium. That was my piece. And I'll be next week I'll be start doing interviews. So my profile's up. So start Monday. So if y'all want to be on the interview, just let me know. Y'all can DM me. Because I had Leah a couple months ago on an interview.
Oh,
I had
that was like 6 months ago or something.
6 months ago, yeah. Couple months ago. Yeah, so
nice.
Well, it's a great interviewer.
Great. I'm glad that you're getting back into it. All right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
All right. Oh, look who we got up in here. We got Brandon Basile in the building.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon, you gonna share with us?
Well, should we see if he's ready or
Just, are you ready? Just DMC.
Are you ready? Just DMC.
Just DMC.
I'm muted.
Where's that coming from?
Oh, that's Brandon.
That ain't me. That ain't me.
Oh, hey, Brandon.
What's up, Leah? What's good?
Hold on, Just, can you hear us, Just?
Hey, Just DMC in the building. Just DMC, hello.
Play games with me. Play games with me. I know you want to lay with me on my wrong bed.
She wanna lay with me. She wanna stay with me. She don't wanna lay with me. Are y'all practicing? Oh, he muted himself.
Oh, he wrote to us. We can come back to them if and when they're ready.
Yeah, no problem.
If and when they're ready, you know. It says it looks like Just said they're a little nervous, so we
Brandon, yeah, I think they were like practicing. I think they're doing a song together.
Hey, it be like that. You gotta get it in. What's up, though? What's
Brandon,
good?
what's good?
What's popping, yo? It's been a minute. I've been out here. I gotta get a new phone. I think no, I gotta get a new phone. I'm planning. I might get that iTeam iPhone because I feel like I'm missing out on all the fun on Clubhouse. I know Jay Rose over there like going crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. But yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm missing out on the poetry. I am missing out on my poetry fun. You know it. Us real poets, got that itch. You get that itch, and then oh my gosh, like oh my, I'm like so thrown off. I'm thrown off. You feel me? Like I'm going through withdrawals.
Well,
I wrote something yesterday.
Well, let's hear it then.
Let's get it to us, Brandon.
Yeah, I got you. I wrote something yesterday. I can't do it because it's on my phone. I thought I was gonna have another phone, but so I'm doing something from my book. Somebody, Miss Lady, she said she was a poet too. She said something about love. We're talking about love. Everybody got love poetry. That's one of the main things we write about, you know. And so this is something of a lesson in love called "Let's Fall in Love." Let's do it. Me and you, let's fall in love. Let's fool ourselves into falling in love. Let's think with our hearts and imaginations and not our minds. And let's believe that we're in love. I'll take all of your not trusting me as simply playing hard to get. And it'll be cute, like just like back in elementary school. And you can take all of my lack of affection as me just having a hard time expressing my emotions. Because us guys have such a hard time at that. And you know what? I'll even make you feel better about yourself because I'll ask you to teach me how to love. Doesn't that sound good? Ooh, and when your parents say that I'm no good for you, you can go watch one of those movies and find comfort in the thought that in the notebook, no, excuse me. You can go watch one of those movies and find comfort in the thought that in the notebook, Allie's parents didn't like Noah, and look how they turned out. Dead, but smiling in each other's arms. That last shot always got me a little choked up myself. Come on, you can't help it that you're always attracted to the bad guys. Everyone always wants what's no good for them. So it's okay, right? Right. And me being jealous is just me showing you how much I care about you. And so what if I drink a lot and I only tell you I love you when I'm drunk? A drunken man never lies, so that's how you know that I truly mean it. And the fact that 90% of our time with each other is spent having sex just shows that we're addicted to each other. And when I sleep with your friend, just believe me when I say that I'm sorry, and don't question how I was having sex, how I was having sex with someone else, but thinking about you the whole time. I just was. Okay. Okay. Take me back, and believe me, each time I say that was the last time, I'll never do it again. Oh, and another thing, your friend shouldn't feel bad at all. There is so much romance in being the other woman. Are you kidding me? I'd kill to be boyfriend number two. Shit. Shit. Yeah, you get me though. Excuse me. And I lost my spot. Oh, and when I hit you those times and your best friend is telling you to leave me, just say he didn't mean it. I know he loves me, and we'll be just like that song by that girl and that guy about the dysfunctional relationship. You know the one. Cause even through the fights, I still love you. And you know that girl, this is what love looks like. Passion driven, crazy in love, a beautiful mess. Things aren't supposed to get quiet until after we're married. Then everything will be just like the Huxtables. After the fact, that's even funnier. So what are you waiting for? Come on, let's do it. Let's fall in love. Let's kiss and hug. You'll have someone to cuddle with at night. You know how jealous you've been of Crystal and her boyfriend down the hall. Let's fall in love. It'll be just like in the movies. Two fools in love because two fools are always better than one. Neither of us knows much about love, so we can figure it out together. We can fall in love. Don't be afraid. I'll catch you. No better yet, we can catch each other. We'll fall in love and be caught. Caught up in the hype.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
That was great.
Peace.
That is a true
Always.
rom-com of love poetry.
Yo, when I cheat on you with your friend.
That's a great way to describe it.
Oh yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for sharing.
Brandon.
Follow me.
Follow our guy, Restless Soul 13. Coming back.
Oh my gosh, that was great. What a wonderful night. Even though we had like a little weird tech thing earlier in the beginning, but we figured it out. We had an amazing feature. We've had some amazing poets bless the stage. So thank you for all of you. Thank you for those that have been watching and tuning in. And those of you that are going to be watching the replay, thank you for tuning in. If you like what you see, please share, please comment, please like, tell people about this platform. We are here for you guys. And the only way we can keep running this platform, if you guys keep coming back and you send people to come back, or else it'll just be the J Rose and Leah V, J Rose, show. And,
we can have that sometimes, but that's not what we want here.
and I don't know if I got 3 hours worth of content, so
Well,
we need
don't
y'all
tempt
here.
me with a good time.
Well, we know Leah V got 3 hours worth of content, right?
Well,
I'm
it's
catching
a
up to her.
magical night so
I,
far.
Catching up.
I got some hours now. I got some hours.
We are going to close off the night with one of my favorite mama bears, blessing the mic. She's everybody's favorite poet mama. She's the mamas of all mamas. And she's like my sister, but to other people, she's like the mamas. And, Mother's Day is just a couple days away.
Yes.
And I'm particularly grateful for my creator this year. I think that we can all be grateful for our creators this year. Life is short. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So without further ado, let's have Miss J. Rose bless the microphone.
Yes, thank you. Thanks. So yeah, I'm gonna share this piece with you guys before we say goodnight. I figured, yes, Sunday is Mother's Day, so this is just a shout out to all the mothers, whether you gave birth to someone, whether you are just an important woman in somebody's life. You don't necessarily have to have actually carried somebody and given birth to somebody to have that maternal connection with them, and there's a lot of women out there that are great role models and support systems to people and didn't have them. So this is for any woman out there that, that fits that mold. And this is a piece titled Garden Mother. It's a piece that I wrote specifically for a baby shower that I was commissioned to perform at. So, this is a pretty specific piece, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Garden Mother, thank you for honoring the privilege you bear within you. You are a gift that never stops giving. Your strength and resilience will be the solid ground I shall sprout from, O Garden Mother. The time to be held in your arms is almost near, and when our hearts align, your love will continue to nourish me. The magic in your love stems deep into the root of our family. Its uniqueness will set me apart from all the flowers in this garden. I will strive to make you proud every day, Garden Mother. You are a warrior of life. Your heroism is my shelter, protecting me through any storm. You are the shepherd to my serenity. There's peace within your fight. Garden Mother, even when time has no mercy, you exchange sleep for late night feedings as I begin to bud. You sacrifice your sanity as I venture outside of our garden once I blossom, Garden Mother. Your love has no boundaries. It's ever flowing like summer rain on my petals, and I will grow towards it because your love is my light. Garden Mother, share with me your verses of victories and defeats. Let your voice be my sanctuary and may it ring through my vines. Thank you, Garden Mother, for all your glory. And I hope that one day I blossom into the queen of the garden just like you. That's my piece.
Woo! Oh, I got the chills.
You might as well pat yourself on the back of that one too.
Oh,
right?
That was beautiful.
Thank
That
you.
was beautiful. I love that.
This
poem.
goes out to all the babies' mamas and mamas' mamas.
You try to throw Andre 3000 up in there?
you know, I got hip hop in my blood. I can't help it.
Baby
yes.
mama's mama. The mama's mama.
Yes, thank you guys so much. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Thank you so much to all of you that tuned in and either watched or came to perform. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. This is your space. This is your platform for all of you to come and grow and do your thing. So keep coming back. Tell a friend, and thank you. We appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful night. Have a great
love
weekend.
you all. Have a happy Mother's Day wherever your mamas might be, whether with us physically or not.
Yes,
all the love for all of you, and thank you for being here. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, see you in 3 weeks. we pushed, we pushed it back because I will be in Florida filming season 4 of the J Rose Experience. So June 11th.
I'll be keeping an eye out.
Yes, I'm really excited.
I'll make sure if you haven't already, I don't know what you're doing, but you make sure you like and follow.
Yeah, making moves. She be making moves. J Rose stay making moves.
All the shows, all right.
Yes. Oh, and listen, we working on something. We brewing. We got something brewing. So y'all better stay tuned. Cause
Hey, yo, I got the book. I got the book. The prompt book. My Instagram is trash. I like it. I do like it. I've been thinking about it. My Instagram is trash, so I gotta start all over. Real.
Well, we love you and thank you for supporting and ordering the book. I appreciate you.
I'm about to dive into it as soon as it's about to get real. I feel it. The frequency.
We love to hear it, and we love you guys. Thank y'all so much for vibing with us all night.
Good night, everybody.
We love you. Take care.
Bye.